I need you to stop what you are doing right now and pay close attention to what I am about to tell you. This is breaking news. This is happening right now. This is not about the future. This is not about someday. This is about what just happened half an hour ago. A decision that your special person just made that is going to change the entire trajectory of your life together. They have ended ties. They have cut something off. They have made a bold, decisive, irreversible choice that clears the path between you and them. And you need to know what they did and why they did it, because this changes everything. Half an hour ago, your special person was sitting somewhere, maybe alone in their room, maybe in a quiet corner, maybe in their car, and they were having a conversation with God. They were praying. They were pouring their hearts out. They were asking for strength, for courage, for confirmation. They were telling God that they could not continue living in this state of in-between anymore. They could not keep one foot in the past while trying to step into the future. They could not keep holding on to things that were preventing them from fully pursuing what God has placed in their heart. And that thing God has placed in their heart is you. So they made a decision, a powerful, life-changing decision. They ended ties with everything that was standing between them and their future with you. Let me tell you exactly what they ended ties with, because you need to understand the magnitude of what just happened. They ended ties with their past. Half an hour ago, they closed the door on old connections that were no longer serving them. Maybe there was someone from their past who kept appearing, kept trying to come back, kept creating confusion, and pulling their attention away from where it needed to be. Maybe it was an old situationship that never had clear boundaries, never had proper definition, something that was hanging in the air, creating ambiguity. And they finally said enough. They sent the message. They made the call. They cut the tie. They told that person clearly, definitively, with no room for misunderstanding, that it is over, that there is no going back, that they are moving forward with their life, and that chapter is closed permanently. This was not easy for them. Even when something is not good for us, even when we know it needs to end, letting go is still hard. But they did it. They chose you over their comfort zone. They chose their future over their familiar past. They chose what God has planned for them over what they were used to. They ended ties with doubt. For weeks, maybe months, they have been wrestling with uncertainty. They have been questioning whether pursuing you was the right move. They have been listening to voices around them, voices that planted seeds of doubt, voices that made them second-guess what their heart was telling them. They have been overthinking, overanalyzing, creating scenarios in their mind that made them afraid to move forward. But half an hour ago, they ended ties with all of that. They made a decision to trust God completely. They decided that they had prayed enough, sought guidance enough, asked for signs enough, and everything keeps pointing them back to you. So they are done doubting. They are done questioning. They are done letting fear dictate their choices. They have chosen faith over fear. They have chosen trust over uncertainty. They have chosen to believe that what God has placed in their heart is real and worth pursuing. They ended ties with people who were holding them back. There were people in their life, maybe friends, maybe family members, maybe advisors, who did not support the idea of them pursuing you. These people had their own opinions, their own preferences, their own vision for what this person's life should look like. And your special person spent a long time trying to make everyone happy, trying to honor everyone's opinion, trying to find a way to pursue you while also keeping these people satisfied. But half an hour ago, They realize that they cannot live their life according to other people's expectations. They cannot sacrifice their own happiness, their own divinely guided choice, their own future, just to make others comfortable. So they had difficult conversations. They set boundaries. They made it clear to these people that while they respect their opinions, while they value their input, the final decision about who they marry, who they build a life with, that decision is between them and God, and they have chosen you. This does not mean they disrespected anyone. This does not mean they were rude or harsh, but it means they stood firm in their conviction. They ended ties with the need for everyone's approval and chose to seek only God's approval. They ended ties with excuses. For so long, they had reasons why they could not move forward yet. They were waiting for the right time. They were waiting to have more money saved. They were waiting to finish a certain project. They were waiting for circumstances to be perfect. And while some of that waiting was wise and responsible, some of it was also just fear disguised as practicality. Half an hour ago, they ended ties with excuses. They realized that there will never be a perfect time. There will always be something they could wait for, something they could improve, some reason to delay. But if they keep waiting for perfection, they might wait forever and miss the window that God has opened. So they decided that they are ready enough. They are prepared enough. They have done enough work on themselves, saved enough, planned enough, and now it is time to take action. They ended ties with pride. Pride is a silent killer of good things. Pride makes us think we have to have everything figured out before we can be vulnerable. Pride makes us afraid to admit we need someone. Pride keeps us from asking for help, from showing our true feelings, from taking the risk of being rejected. And your special person had pride. They want to come to you with everything perfect, with no weaknesses showing, with complete control over every aspect of their life. But half an hour ago, they ended ties with that pride. They decided that being real with you is more important than appearing perfect to you. They decided that showing you their genuine self, with their struggles and their uncertainties and their imperfections, is better than presenting a false image that they cannot maintain. They decided to be vulnerable. And that vulnerability is what will make your connection real, deep, and lasting. They ended ties with competing options. Maybe there were other people who expressed interest in them. Maybe their family suggested other potential matches. Maybe there were easier choices, safer choices, choices that made more sense on paper or would create less complications. And they considered these options. They thought about them. They prayed about them. But they kept coming back to you. Half an hour ago, they ended ties with all other options. They made a decision. You, not the easier choice, not the safer choice, not the one that makes everyone else happy. You, the one their heart keeps coming back to, the one God keeps confirming, the one they see when they imagine their future. So what does all of this mean for you? What happens now that your special person has ended ties with everything that was holding them back? It means they are coming. It means you are about to hear from them. It means the distance, the silence, the waiting, the uncertainty, all of it is about to shift. They are preparing to reach out. They are preparing to make their intentions clear. They are preparing to approach you or your family properly, with clear purpose, with serious commitment, with a plan to move forward in a way that honors God. It means you need to prepare yourself. This is not a drill. This is not a maybe. This is happening. Your special person just made one of the biggest decisions of their life, and that decision clears a path to you. So, you need to be ready, emotionally ready, spiritually ready, ready to receive this person with the seriousness that this moment deserves. It means you need to pray. Pray for clarity. Pray for wisdom. Pray that if this person is truly good for you, God makes the path easy. And pray that if they are not good for you, God gives you the strength to recognize that and make the right decision even if it is difficult. It means you need to involve the right people. When they reach out, when they make their move, do not handle alone. Involve your family. Involve people who love you and want what is best for you. Make sure this is done properly, with the right Islamic procedures, with the right intentions, with everything done in a way that invites God's blessing. But most importantly, it means you need to trust. Trust that God is orchestrating this. Trust that the fact that your special person just ended ties with everything holding them back is a sign that something significant is about to happen. Trust that what is meant for you will come to you in the most perfect way and at the most perfect time. Half an hour ago, your special person made a choice. They chose you. They chose their future. They chose to trust God and take action. Now the question is, what will you do when they reach out? How will you respond when the moment you've been waiting for finally arrives? Get ready. It is coming, and it is going to change everything.
O God, you are the creator of all hearts. You know what we feel before we even understand it ourselves. You see our tears when no one else does. You hear our silent prayers in the middle of the night. We come to you now with open hearts, asking for your help and your guidance. O God, if what we are feeling right now is meant for us, if this person is truly written in our destiny, if this connection will bring goodness into our lives and help us become better versions of ourselves, then please make the path easy for us. Remove whatever stands in the way. Bring clarity where there is confusion. Bring courage where there is fear. And help us to trust in your timing, even when waiting feels so hard. But oh God, if this is not meant for us, if this person or this situation will bring us pain, if it will lead us away from our true purpose, if it will hurt us in ways we cannot yet see, then please remove it from our hearts. We know this is not easy to ask for, but we trust that you see what we cannot see. You know what we do not know. And what you have planned for us is always better than what we plan for ourselves. God, we ask you to protect our hearts. In this world, it is so easy to be deceived. It is so easy to see what we want to see instead of what is really there. Grant us wisdom to recognize genuine love from false promises. Help us to see people for who they truly are, not who we hope they will become. Give us strength to walk away from anything that does not serve our highest good, even when every part of us wants to stay. God, we pray for patience. We live in a world that moves so fast, where everything is instant, where waiting feels like punishment. But we know that the best things in life are worth waiting for. Help us to trust your timing. When we feel anxious, calm our hearts. When we feel desperate, remind us that you are always working behind the scenes. When we feel forgotten, show us signs that you are near. God, we ask you to heal every wounded heart that is listening to these words right now. For anyone who has been betrayed, grant them the strength to trust again. For anyone who has been abandoned, remind them that you never abandon your children. For anyone who feels unworthy of love, help them see themselves through your eyes, as the precious creation that they are. For anyone who has given up hope, restore their faith that better days are coming. O God, we pray for clarity in our relationships. Help us to communicate with honesty and kindness. Help us to listen with open minds and compassionate hearts. Where there is misunderstanding, bring understanding. Where there is distance, bring closeness. Where there is doubt, bring certainty. And where there is love, let it be pure, healthy, and true. God, we ask you to guide us toward the right person at the right time. Not just someone who makes our heart race, but someone who brings peace to our soul. Not just someone who is beautiful on the outside, but someone who is beautiful on the inside. Not just someone who says the right words, but someone whose actions match their words. Someone who will respect us, cherish us, support our dreams, and walk beside us through all the seasons of life. Oh God, we know that we are not perfect. We have made mistakes. We have hurt others and we have hurt ourselves. We have been selfish at times. We have been impatient. We have doubted your plan. Please forgive us for all the ways we have fallen short. Cleanse our hearts of bitterness, jealousy, and anger. Fill us instead with love, gratitude, and peace. God, we surrender our worries to you. We release our need to control everything. We stop trying to force things to happen on our timeline. We accept that some doors close because you are protecting us from what is behind them. We trust that when one door closes, you always open a better one. We believe that your plans for us are plans of hope and goodness, not plans to harm us. O most compassionate one, we place all of our hopes, all of our dreams, all of our fears into your hands. You are the one who writes destinies. You are the one who brings hearts together. You are the one who heals what is broken. We trust you completely, even when we do not understand. We have faith in you, even when the road is dark. We know that you are always guiding us toward what is best. Please accept this prayer. Answer it in the way that is perfect for each person listening. Give us what we need, even if it is different from what we think we want. Keep our hearts connected to you above all else, because that is where true peace is found. We ask all of this with humble hearts and complete trust in your infinite wisdom and endless love. Amen. 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 May you be blessed beyond measure. May your heart find the peace it is searching for. May the right person find their way to you at exactly the right moment. And may you always remember that you are loved, you are valued, and you are never alone. God is with you always. Keep your faith strong. Keep your heart open. And keep trusting that something beautiful is on its way to you. Until the next message, take care of yourself. You are more special than you know. Amen.